Picture this, you step into a lift and a colleague you barely know steps in right after you. The doors close. 2 floors of total silence. What's the very first thing you should say? If that question makes you slightly anxious, you're not alone. For a lot of language learners, these tiny awkward moments, the lifts, the rainy train platform, the Monday coffee queue, are some of the hardest in English. And here's the twist. It's not because they are linguistically difficult. It's because culturally, they work differently from what you're used to. In many cultures, silence between strangers is neutral, peaceful, even. But in the UK, the US, Australia or Canada, that exact same silence reads to some people as cold, if not slightly rude. Small talk isn't trivial chatter. It's a social signal that quietly says, I see you, I'm open, everything is fine between us. Today we are cracking that code. The good news, you don't need to be fluent or brilliant. You just need the right questions ready. And I've got 5 that will carry you through almost any awkward moment. Keep this first one in your back pocket at all times. How's your day going? It's the quintessential small talk question in American English. Simple, warm, and completely non-threatening. It doesn't ask for much, but it instantly opens a door. It says, I'm paying brief, friendly attention to you. The standard reply is pretty good, thanks, you. And the exchange can stop right there or keep going if the other person offers more. Want a more British flavor? Try, how are you getting on? But here's the key thing, and it's where learners often slip. In English, these aren't really questions, they're greetings in disguise. Nobody expects a deeply honest answer. They expect fine thanks and a smile. Launch into your terrible morning, your financial stress, or your recent dental work, and you'll have missed the social code completely. Now for the British secret weapon, can you believe this weather? The weather is sacred small talk territory, nowhere more than the UK, where it's practically a national institution. It works everywhere, in any conditions. A heat wave, a cold snap, or a freakishly sunny February day. What makes it so powerful is that it invites a shared reaction. We're both stuck here in this rain and we get to agree about it together. That's small talk at its most fundamental. You've got variations, of course. In nice weather, lovely day, isn't it? In the cold, it's absolutely freezing, isn't it? But remember, the weather is never the actual subject. It's the pretext. What you're really saying is, I notice you and I'm happy to swap a few friendly words. Here's one for every single line you'll ever stand in. Have you been waiting long in a queue or at a bus stop? This is ideal because it's directly relevant to what you're both living through. It doesn't come out of nowhere. It emerges naturally from the shared experience of waiting. The answer usually leads somewhere small. The service, the traffic, the transport. And if the other person replies briefly and immediately returns to their phone, the signal is clear. They'd rather not chat, and that's completely fine. What makes this question so effective is the double role. It has a genuine, practical side. Sometimes you really do just want to know how long the wait is, while also working at a perfectly legitimate low-pressure icebreaker. This next one absolutely shines in professional settings. Do you work around here? Think of an office lobby, a cafe in a business district, or a conference corridor. It's open, non-intrusive, and it gives the other person several easy ways to respond. If they say yes, you can instantly follow up with, oh nice, how long have you been with them? If they say no, you might get, I'm just here for a meeting, and now you've got something to build on. You can adapt it to your surroundings too. Are you here for the conference? Or the classic, do you come to this cafe often? This works so well because it creates a shared context. It places you both in the exact same space and opens a conversation with a real, logical reason to exist. And best of all, it's far less intrusive than asking a stranger about their personal life. The last one isn't actually a question at all. It's an observation. That's a great bag, or book, or coffee order. Noticing something positive about what someone has or what they are doing is one of the most natural conversation starters in English, especially informally. Think, that coffee looks amazing. Where did you order? Or, love your bag, isn't that vintage? These work so well because they are specific. They signal that you're paying real attention and they hand the other person something concrete to respond to with zero pressure. But here's the cultural key. In English-speaking cultures, and American cultures especially, complimenting strangers is incredibly common, far more common than almost anywhere else. It isn't seen as intrusive or weird. It's read as warm, open, and completely ordinary little interaction. So what does all of this tell us about communicating in English? Small talk is a sophisticated social system built on a few core principles. First, content matters less than the signal. What you actually say about the weather is irrelevant. What matters is that you said something, that you showed a little goodwill. Second, It doesn't have to go deep. Staying on the surface isn't a failure, it's the expected format. And third, know how to exit gracefully. A simple, well, it was nice talking to you, or have a good one, signals that the interaction was pleasant, we're done, no hard feelings. The most important principle of all, small talk improves with practice, not study. Even 30-second chat is training, and with time, it genuinely becomes natural. So now over to you. And here's your challenge. Next time you're stuck in that lift, pick one of these 5 and actually use it. Then come tell me what happened. And while you're at it, what's your go-to small talk question? And what's your native language? Drop it in the comments. You'll find all 5 questions in the companion article over on the Erosophia blog at erosophia.eu, along with plenty of free resources to sharpen your English and get ready for an exam. That's all for today. Keep talking to strangers in multiple languages, and I'll catch you in the next one.